Okay, I think we can get started as others are trickling in. Hello and welcome to a Build Up webinar. We are so excited to have with us today Reem Khatib, who is a former fellow of Build Up. She is a founder and art director of Open Art Space in Damascus, Syria. She's so many more things than all of these. She has a long history of doing art and creative innovation. She's currently a fellow in residence here at Build Up, and she's the perfect person to be hearing from today on International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day, everyone. And Reem, thank you for joining us. Is there anything else that you want to say to introduce yourself?
This is too much. I'm happy to be part of Build Up team or family. This is what I feel. And good day for everyone to sharing things as you Women Day, and I'm so excited to be with you.
Great, thank you. All right, so just full disclosure, we may experience some internet pauses, some wonky sharing. If we need to turn off our videos, we'll do that. But otherwise, we'll just continue through. Just a little housekeeping. If you have questions for Reem along the way or notes, you can use the chat function or the Q&A. We'll have about half the time set for our presentation, and then we'll have time after for questions for Reem. So with no other delay, let me share my screen, Reem, and then I'll let you take it away with the presentation. All right, Reem, I think, yep, you can go ahead.
It's exploring peace through art. We start when we start our project Open Art Space. First, my art in Damascus. I had a long experience with community project, and I do my own art. I make an exhibition, and from my beginning I do art with the community, as you can see with the next screen. It's I make many projects with children and young. This is one of my project. I do it in 2007, named Sun. It's Shams in Arabic. It's using symbol of traditional Arabic design, and it's give the children pieces to draw their faces, and also I draw some pieces. I put it together in the garden of the National Museum. Yani from this is project, I start to engage, to working with the community, and I feel that it's better for me to engage people in my art, and to make them part of my project. Then I continue for in many projects until the last year. I do a project named Me and My Shadow, also with different young people. They drawing also their faces, and they playing with shadow and light screen, and explain themselves through their body using music. I start use different kind of art, not only visual art, mixing between the music, the theater, and the dancing also. I feel there is no limited between different kind of art. The reason that I will continue work in this sector of art, that I found art helped me to continue as a human being during this journey of 10 years or 4. As you know, many of children, they don't know only war in their life. Uh, as I know, my nephew, he was born in the war, and now he has 13-year old, as this girl in this picture. And also, after the long journey of this war, now we had the earthquake. So yani it's we live in destroy area, and we want to keep our soul safe. So I found that art helped me to continue my life, and I found this is the language that I can use it with people around me uh, to continue and to find a better future. This is a photo, one of my project. I do it 2013, I think, with a young girl, and it's a group for children. They left their houses, and it was a display people in Damascus, and they try to remember their houses and find the way to live in better way. So we try to drawing and mixing different media together. This is how I start to using art with children to find themselves and to give them voice through this hard time. As you know, it's the number we have a huge number of people who need many things, because we have a long journey of war, and not long journey of problem non-continue. As a part of this war, even if anyone give us a hand, we should give a hand of ourselves. This is what I try to do with my community. Can we move for yeah, because I believe I don't know another language, and I than art, and I believe that art it's can give people chance to speak about themselves in safe way, and can help them to say what they feel, and build relationship between each other. This is one of our projects that we do it 2 years ago. It's named Art Caravan. We bring our tool, and we go for destroy area in the country of Damascus, and we try to build a small theater doll with this children and young, and they play, they sing, they make a small theater play, and it was one of our best project, because we touch how much needs we have there. Even they going to school, but they don't have a good school. They don't know anything about art. So when they use art as a way to present themselves, it's give him more encourage and more trust of themselves. Using pen to and using different material. This is one of our workshop in open art space also. It's we use different material, and we try to make children engage with nature, with paint, with many things, and find the way to speak easily, which is other each other, and also with we try to speak with them through pieces of art. We can put something and discussion. It's something more easy to bring people together and find a peaceful way to engage in each other in art, doing artwork, or speak about what they feel. We think this is a good way to start building peace. And also because as you know, art is unspoken language. It's using simple, using line and color and many. So you have huge of thing to build what you want to say and to start dialogue between people. And I think this is a meeting point between the children, and it's a fun way to bring people together and also engage not only the children but also their family. They coming from different background, and when they come at the end of the workshop, sitting together and speak about the artwork of their children, or also about our life. It's like a building a small community, safe community, and give them a safe area to speak about what they want to speak without any rule. I think this is very good. And also we try to use art to engage children to think about their problem, and use their simple and also explain about their feeling, and find a way to have their voice, because we believe that the future is with children. Maybe we are from the past, but the future, if we need future for this country or anywhere, we should think about children. This is why, and because also children has a huge imagination, and they don't have a limited in their world, so they can create it and playing together and breaking the burden between each other in simple way. And this is help us to start to build a small, even it's not a huge community, but it's small community, and people that not speaking out of this workshop. And we use art as a entry of peace building, because the value of the art can offer different perspective, and give the people way of thinking about their problem, and try to find a way to be together. Not yani if someone has a very sad idea, he can tell us this through art. He can explain themselves, and also he can start to negotiate with people through art. This is a way or key for building peace, or to opening dialogue between people. This is how we try to do it in different kind of workshop. One of our target is using visual art as a message for changing to peaceful life. We use many way to write a message. For example, when we start working with Build Up in digital step program, we build a website help children to write a message of peace and sharing with people through this website, through playing game, and we continue to building this website. Also, we do this in different way, because we find that digital way is very useful, but in countries that you didn't have power and didn't have a good internet connection, we use physical drawing as a letter, and we're sharing with people in different children in different country, with Sudan, and also with children in the UK. This is helped our children to feel them part of this world. This is one of our project name Unlimited. We do it with Sudan and also with UK, and this is make children feel that we are not alone in this world, and also give the people different vision of people who live through this world. It's a positive thing, and it's when you write positive letter, you start to feel positive in positive way, and when you think that someone in out of your community or your place that you live thinking of you, give you meaning, good meaning of your life. We try to building some project like this because we feel and we believe that art has a power to change the situation, and also give us a distance to speak in high voice about ourselves and sharing feeling and idea with other people. Also, we work about develop the empathy, because it's art allow people to take a new perspective and open the door between people to understand each other. We use technology, we use video and filming, and make many projects with mobile phone or with digital camera, because it's easy, and we can touch the result quickly, and we speak with each other and sharing this photo through social media or with different partner. It's easy way, and I think it's using this kind of technology, it's make think more simple between people, because during this war, when people going out, so it's want to find some photo from places that they live it. So sharing photo, it's very important thing through social media, and I think children engage in this thing, and we start to do some film also, put it in YouTube, and they found themselves through this work, and it's start to speak about something they will not speak if they don't use this kind of material as a film or as a mobile phone or something like this. So I think it's sharing empathy with another people is very good point to start the peace building in the community. This is very important point. We work all the time about it, and also it's we use the art as a powerful tool to express to building peace with another NGO, not only inside the country but also outside the country, as last experience, we did this with Peace Village Global last 2 year, past 2 year, and we built a program for Peace Village Camp together, and also we test everything. We do it using Zoom, and this is very good experience for us, for our children, and also I think for children with in United States with Lizzie. She's our partner from 2 years, and I think we will continue because we find that this relationship, it's open our mind and make also children in our community feel that not only us has a problem in our life, every community has a problem. Also, even they meet children in the United States, but also these children have their problem. So we can stop to be selfish to say all time we are living in the war. We start to think about people around the world and make us part of this big war. I think this is a good point for us to building peace in our community, and we do a physical project together also. I think all of you as a be part of this last conference, and we will continue working together. I think this is very good thing we do it now, and I believe about the power of art. Uh, and I don't know if art is not exist in my life, what can I do? So I think art is something very important for peace building and for many things in our life.
Reem, I'm sure we can't see everyone, but I'm sure others are just joining me in applause, and I'm seeing some hearts and and claps as we're going. Man, art has that magic of sort of instilling hope and positivity, and just through your presentation, I'm feeling it. So thank you so much. And it was so fun to see photos of your projects of it seemed like a great process and experience for the kids, but also just really good art. So I'm just impressed by that.
Thank you.
I wondered, we have time now for questions. So for those of you who are here, please use the chat or the Q&A feature if you have questions for Reem. But I wonder if I could start with one while we're waiting for others. Reem, you used a phrase in your presentation that we live in a destroyed place and art is what saves our soul. You said something like saves our soul. And I often hear about art for peace building being talked about as a tool. Like the art is a tool for all those reasons you mentioned, for self-expression, for dialogue, etc. But being a tool and sort of saving ourselves, those saving our souls, those don't seem like the same thing. So I just wonder, how do you think of what do you think of art? Is it a tool or is it something more or different?
And I think art is a language, and language is a tool. A human being, before he create the alphabet, they start, the old Egyptian, they start drawing their letter. So it's really a tool, but it's useful, a very useful tool because it's give us unspoken tool. If you are sad, you can put a dark color, so you can say to the people, so I'm sad. So it's very easy. It's very quick, more than you speak, and it's global tool. So and I think it's good because it's work with not only with mind, it's use feeling and sharing feeling and building empathy. It's very good way to start the peace building, to start thinking that the other is also human being. And I think this is what I think when I do art, and when I watch a piece of art, it's like when you read a book, you can find many detail and it's explain many things. So it's art tell us and save the story also. So so it's tall, but it's important, tall, and it's a key for the soul. This is what I think.
That's beautiful. It makes a lot of sense. It's a language, and language is a tool, and it predates all of this other innovation that we've come up with since. I wonder if I could also ask about your process, because I'm seeing the examples and I think, wow, you have such a good mix of personal sort of reflection and expression, of relationship building there locally, of relationship building internationally with the partnerships you've been making. How do you decide, like, what's your process of deciding what to do next with the youth that you're working with? Or is it really intuitive? Yeah, I'm just wondering if you can let us in on that.
And if for me, before I start Open Art Space, I was also director of art center. So I had a community of art, and I touch the good result of relationship through art with small children. It's start to be young and be my partner in my art. So I planning to do something good. I don't know if I can. Uh, this is what I'm clever to do it, so I do it, and it's part of my life. This is not yani, this is not temporary thing. So I try to do it in good way, and I hope I continue. I want to be like a organization. It's continue work even if I'm not in. I feel that there is many need around of me, and this is what I'm clever to do it. So this is it.
I love that response. It's not just a project or something that you're having to only be conceptual about. It's a part of your life. And I love that response that you are also thinking about how to sustain that outside of you too, even though you're so important to the process. Okay, last question for me, and then we'll take some from others here. So if you have your questions, put them in the chat. I wonder, Reem, I think some people could say, oh, doing art with youth, I'm sure that's beautiful, but can that make change? Because, these children don't have power to make change, or that's not where power is located. I wonder if you can just share with us, sort of your thoughts on power and why it is important to work with kids.
I think, yani, in our community, when we live in country with long journey with war, so the way of how school going and what the children have from their school, it's not good level. When we use art in this way, and not only, we use art as a way of working with people, give him a way of thinking. I think the most important person in this country is the children, because they are the future, and if they don't have a good mind, and they cannot explain about themselves in free way, so we will don't have a good future in this country. This is what I try to do and to help in it. And I found some light point, and I want to share it with people, and I touch a good result from them. Last summer, there is a lady bring her daughter to our workshop, and we do the project. Keep them do it a film, explain themselves. So at the end, we make a big event for all the family. So the lady said a very good important quote for me. I bring my children here to learn art, but I thought that they are learn more than art. I think this is what we want to give for the community. And for me, I think not children also learn. I'm learned through these children because they are open mind. They don't feel angry for anything, and they are funny. So they give me a lot of energy. And if I don't be in touch with children, I feel that my mind is closed. So it's I think it's very important for everyone, if we want energy or want to rethinking of things or have a new vision, it should work with children.
I love that. Yes, they haven't yet been ruined and their creativity hasn't been, smashed out of them yet. And I love that you talk about your children as these children as your art partners. I just think that's beautiful because it's not often that people talk about kids as partners in work, right? They're beneficiaries or they're participants or something. Yeah. Okay, great. Others, does anyone else have questions or comments or reflections for Reem that they want to share? We have about 5 to 10 minutes left. So if you have your questions, put them in now. Oh, I'm seeing one come in. All right, Reem, I'm going to read this out for the recording, but it's also in the Q&A if you want to read. Says, the point about art for building empathy really resonated with me. It has so much potential to rebuild bridges across physical borders as a universal language. What has worked in your practice to share the artwork and inspiration broadly?
Could you repeat the question again?
Yeah, I will. Yep. She said, the point about art for building empathy really resonated. It has so much potential to build bridges across physical borders as a universal language. And here the question is, what has worked in your practice to share the artwork and inspiration broadly?
I think everything we do, it's good, because in every step we find new thing. And in every project it opened our eyes to rethinking. And when we sharing our work with people and had a feedback, this is when we touch what we should do and how we will go to the new direction. And also children lead us many times. Yani, one of our project, me and my shadow, we bring the screen. We start to think that we should find some text or some play to and ask children to do it. Then there is a very very small children. It's like three, or really he was come with his family, and we only put the music and he start playing, and his shadow moving. So he changed all the direction of this workshop, and we decide to keep them only dance and explain themselves, and they build many things. So it's coming through the work. This is what I think. And then we should stop and thinking what is good, what is bad.
That's awesome that you're letting them sort of drive the process. And then, I appreciate that response of, the inspiration and having it shared broadly just comes through naturally because the work itself is good, or that people are being, sort of true in their sharing.
Because I think we also, as adults, we had many limited in our mind and in our relationships, but children didn't have. They have more courage than us, and they have a courage to try anything. And this is very good for if you want to be creative, or if you want to, even if you want to building peace between people. We need the courage.
Yeah, absolutely. Reem, do you have just another question? Do you have any observations around the differences in area or experience of kids that then come out through the art? And let me explain. For example, do you find that the art is any different from, from a child, for example, who lives in a more destroyed area versus the art from a child who maybe is less affected, or is that kind of the same and it doesn't really, do you know what I'm asking? Sorry, I'm not phrasing that very well.
No, I understand. I think it depends what you want, what your target when you work with people. If yani sometime uh, uh, like last week we start new workshop with children, and every children here uh, enjoys the earthquake, and everyone has their experience. So if we start to speak about the bad feeling, it will be yani very sad. Even everyone, this is a natural thing. So it's not there is no distance between everyone, but we decide to start in funny way, not in sad way, and the children lead us for the funny things that happening with them through this very sad situation. I think we should think before we start the workshop. We should think in very good way. And if you want to speak with people, they leave their houses. They don't start to speak about a piece of art about very nice house. It will be shame to speak in this way. Maybe we speak about relationship, about if you speak with children who lose their family, we don't start with speak about the family. It's yani we should yani be wise to and find the building way of building bridge with people, not to make them stuck in shock, because we need them to be more free and more acceptable for each other, and we need to help each other, not
Okay, last question, Reem, and then you'll also have time if you want to share any final words. If anyone here wants to start integrating art into their own life or their peace building practice, what advice would you give for getting started?
I think he should follow his feeling and start with something he like it. Don't think if there is no good art or bad art. Art, as I say, it's a tool. It's a tool to help people. It's like if you're listening to the music or dancing with music. It's similar. It's for helping us. And when we start enjoy art, you will do and create good art. This is what I think.
That's great. That's encouraging for me because if I tried to do art, you might question that statement. There's no bad art. But I can see how there'd be beauty in the process. All right, Reem, do you have any final thoughts that you want to leave with us before we close our webinar today?
No, but I think Lizzie is with us today. Maybe she want to, yeah, I think maybe she want to say something about our collaboration together. Maybe if she want.
Yeah. Lizzie is from Peace Villages Global, and what was the reference in that last photo? Lizzie, I'm going to allow you to talk if you want to say anything.
Thank you. Yeah, can you okay, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, hi Julie. Hi Reem. A couple things. I mean, I'm just sitting here bursting with joy because talking and working with Reem over years has been an absolute delight. And she is both inspiring and exacting. So we work through the things that we're talking about as we're crafting something together. And you asked a question about that. How do you decide? And she spoke to that. We think through it all. And then we try it, and sometimes we're laughing our heads off as we're doing it because, you know, it didn't work, or it went sideways, and then we just kind of follow that. So that creativity and innovation, along with a deep sense of what will be helpful and loving, is such a beautiful combination. So I just love you, Reem, which she knows, and we say it to each other all the time. So I think that Peace Village Global has really embraced the arts over time and is finding it's more important. We've been working with children and youth for 30 years. And this whole time there have been components of art. And what we found over the last couple of years, and certainly in this work with Reem, is that using the arts as the vehicle to help children, and Reem spoke to this, their parents and community members cross boundaries, overcome what polarization, even, you know, really direct polarization can be surpassed or overcome or gone around with the use of the arts. And so the exchange has been just a wonderful gift to myself and our whole organization and our work in the world. So thank you to Build Up for, and Larry Strober, if he's on this call, for bringing us together.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful thing to witness. And we have a question that is along these lines from Rula in the chat, who is referencing your Peace Letters project, where children in Syria and children in the UK were exchanging letters, sharing what they know about Syria, and having kids from the UK sort of express their feelings and how lucky they feel to live in a safe country. The question is, how can you share the same experience with children from other countries? So this is kind of in that same vein of partnership. You've partnered with Peace Village Global, you partnered with kids in the UK. How could we share those same experiences with other countries?
And we try to rebuilding our website to be like a place that children and around the world sharing letter. And we try to build a new art project in simple way as we work with Lizzie. It's we try to find people who believe in power of art to bring people together. So if you know someone, it will be like point. We try to the way of our new work is to present a project in simple way that can everyone share it. It's not to keep people think it's hard for me to be part of this. No, I think it should be simple way to encourage people to engage with us, because it's a key to bringing people together. It's to building a community using art and to be part of this peace building community, and to make people more safe for human beings.
I love that, just reflection on simplicity and accessibility, and then we can actually do things because they're not so complicated. All right, and there's a call there for if you have interest, or if you have connections of people who believe in the power of art, using Reem's words, to connect. How can people connect with you, Reem, if they want to?
I had an email, and we had a Facebook page for Open Art Space, and also we had a website also. But I think they can be in touch with me directly with my email. If you have it, you can put it in the chat, or I will be happy if someone believe in this way of work or using art for peace building. I will be happy to sharing with him our experience, and happy to be work with us.
Okay, great. I put your email in the chat, and then in a follow-up email, I'll include the website link and also the Facebook page link to Open Art Space. Okay, Reem, this is morning my time. This is just the best way to start my day, is to be thinking about these beautiful ideas that you shared, and also, seeing the art that you shared as well. So thank you so much on behalf of everybody. And I hope that we'll see more of your work and be able to share more of your work as you continue doing it.
Thank you, Julie. And I am really thankful for all the team of Build Up. I'm happy for this residence, and I'm look to have more experience and more new idea through this month. Thank you for your time.
Great. Thanks, Reem. All right, we'll talk later. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining this
Thank you.
webinar. Bye.